from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match lost team set to lace it. Sports takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Jones.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Bills.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
23-yard line.
Thirteen yards remaining on second down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida. Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Singletary, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got room past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it's caught. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard. Nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll look to run with Moss.
Touchdown.
Zach Moss with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
Check 50, check 50. Hut, hut. Check 52. Man. Sponge. Strike. Check, strike.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Man, cycle. Watch 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And watch.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Singletary to get the drive started, and he'll be hit.
Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year.
Is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, big.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
On first down, Singletary. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's complete to Diggs. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 49 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete. Sets up fourth.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Tua going deep here for Parker. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
Looked like he was
Part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check nickel. What?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. This is Breida. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, boys, 58.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run again with Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Matt Breida, the ball.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Complete to
A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps.
Stephon Diggs, 20.
Making it
And
happen,
all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Pass for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum.
Is good.
But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From midfield, here's Tua. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. All
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 44, Allen. That'll be enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down Bills.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Two and now on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder.
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play